Now, the rest of the story.
Alright, welcome back to the rest of the story. Well, you guys are about to hear the rest of the story. Because on top of combining or trying to run some corn out today is Sunday, November 10th. And the elevator was only open long enough to get just a couple loads down there anyway. On top of the fact that the ground had finally thawed out enough. I say that's not a good thing. The ground has thawed out to the point where the combine was doing some digging and some clawing and some scratching to get around. And we actually had to call it quits because Dad got stuck. Not permanently stuck, not stuck, but he sunk the one of the front tires, up to the rim and was slinging mud pretty good to get back out. And that was a close enough call for us that we figured it was time to quit. And by the time we got everything brought back home and back in the shed and changed around, we knew we wanted to make corn fodder yet tonight. Probably should have quit a little bit sooner, to be honest with you, because I'm baling in the snow. Yeah, it's terrible. It's not a lot of snow, but it's enough snow. It's actually tapered off a little bit right now. I left the main farm at right around 6 o'clock. And literally the second the front tires and the tractor hit the road, snow started flying. Not a lot, honestly, pretty much the same as it is right now. I doubt you guys can really tell the difference between the snow and the dust flying behind me. It did pick up about 45 minutes ago. It actually quit not that long ago as far as the heavy stuff, but I say heavy, but it wasn't like really bad. But there's just enough snow on the ground that it's just starting to turn the ground white. Not good. I really don't want to bale up a bunch of crud. So I actually had Ryan quit raking. He got everything out of his place raked up, and well, to be honest, I'm only going to have maybe 30 bales or so that actually have snow on the windrows. Yes, these bales are getting raked with, or not raked, they're getting baled with snow on the windrows. Am I happy about it? Absolutely not. Is there anything I can do about it? Of course not. Am I going to go ahead and bale it up anyway? Seems how it's already raked. Well, why do you think we're talking? I'm not about to come out and drag that tedder through corn residue. Those teeth on that tedder would just be completely gone. Yeah, well, it's not what it's really designed for anyway. I actually lost a bunch of the teeth on the pickup. This baler needs a lot of work. Not a lot of work, it just needs a lot of the, not yearly maintenance, but it just needs a checkup. It needs a dentist appointment. I'm probably going to go through and put all new teeth on it. It's been 3 years since I've done that. So these teeth on it, they've seen some action. 3 years of hay season, 3 years of corn fodder, 2 of which were custom corn fodder baling. I don't do too much, if any, custom work anymore. The only custom work I do happen to do every once in a great while are the people that are closer to me. They know me, and it's more of a favor than it is a custom job. The reason I got away from custom work is because I actually turned down, for those of you that don't know this, I actually got to the point where we were getting so busy because corn fodder happens to be, or the season when everybody wants to make corn fodder is the same time when we're trying to harvest. And it wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago. I gave up a corn fodder job simply because we were harvesting. That job was worth easily a couple grand, if not 3 to 4 grand, and that kind of bugged me because it was easy going. It wouldn't have been a hair puller job. It was literally going to be one of those where you pull into the field and you just drive, and that would have been easy money. And I kind of put a pin in that. It's frustrating letting money go, but working on your own harvest, I mean, it obviously makes sense. You gotta get your own work done before you can worry about somebody else. This baler does have a bunch of work next year. We are gonna have a bunch more hay, plus fodder. We have more cattle. We have more cattle than we did last year. Significantly more cattle than last year. I just passed the halfway mark as far as the fodder I was aiming for this fall. I'm looking for right around 300 bales. I'm at 100, well, this one will be 152. And we'll be done for the year. I'm planning on putting the round baler on the winter maintenance list. Last year there wasn't hardly any winter maintenance done on any of our machinery because, well, that truck got a lot of, well, it took up basically the whole winter. I'm planning on buying that acid applicator kit, plus I'm putting new teeth on it. Hannah, she did a great job putting the chain on the left side here, the driver's door side. That's working really well. This is the first I've used it since we've actually put that chain on. But I have two chains, smaller chains, on the right side of the baler. I replaced 3 years ago I replaced them the last time I did the pickup teeth. I'm gonna go ahead and change those out. Pickup teeth, and I gotta go through and check all the bearings. I got that that laser pointer heat gun, temperature checker. So I'm gonna go through and check all the bearings. I have already a couple times, and after I'm done doing corn fodder, which is easily the hardest baling you can do, basically the worst material you can put through a baler in general. I cringe when I come out to bale corn fodder, but it has to be done. We need the bedding. The amount of cattle we have going forward is significantly higher than last year. We don't have any Holsteins. We didn't raise any bottle calves. I don't think anybody wants to. I don't know if we even cash flow them, to be honest with you. 25 to 30, 25 to 50 bucks, I guess, in the higher end for bottle calves. But then a $70 to $80 bag of milk replacer, plus your mineral, plus your feed, to get them up to feeder weight. And feeder calves, 500-pound Holsteins are only going for, I think on the high end, aren't even hitting 500 bucks. So your profit margin is awfully tight. So we'd rather raise beef cattle as it is. They're hardier. They have a stronger will to live than Holsteins. It sounds kind of mean to say that, but Holsteins really don't have the will to live like beef do. And yeah, I'm qualified to say that because I grew up with them. But between Dad's cows, Dad's calves, Ryan's cows, Ryan's calves, there's actually going to be 4 distinct groups of cattle that will have to bed down this winter, plus the few cows of mine that I'll have. I'm planning on bringing all of mine that are down at my place up to the home farm, and that's just where mine are going to stay. They'll be separated from everybody else's, and that's just how it's going to be. There was a beef cow sale. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. I think it was Saturday. It was either Saturday or Sunday. I was kind of thinking about maybe wanting to go to it, but once again, field work, making money. I mean, you gotta get the crops out of the field to pay the bills. I think everybody understands that. took precedence. There is an all red heifer, Hereford, I don't know what they all labeled it, sale next Saturday. Between these two sales, that's the one I'd actually prefer to go to. Unfortunately, just like I said, field work. I don't know if we'll be done with harvest by next Saturday. Kind of unlikely. Very unlikely. It ain't gonna happen. Just because the stuff we're making tonight and the hay that I made like a month ago of Ryan, so we got like 70 bales, my brother's, we made like 3 weeks ago, is still out in the field. They're calling for it to get stupid cold tonight, like single digits, actually for the first half of the week, which getting back to the ground being a little bit more firmed up is better, because we can actually get around a little bit easier with the combine rather than risking getting stuck. Dad sunk one of the drive tires in the combine. He sunk it down to the rim, and that was the end of harvest for today. Granted, we couldn't have really ran a whole lot through, but being able to run even 3 or 4, what was it, three semi-loads down today before the elevator closed up anyway. And the semi is loaded for tomorrow morning, so Ryan has a load to take down. He's staying awfully busy, and he's doing a pretty awesome job with keeping that truck moving. And I say there are no complaints there as far as how Ryan's doing with that truck. The yield could be better. I opened up, that's what we did the last semi-load tonight. Oof. Was actually meant to, let me rephrase that, got carried off there. The last semi-load tonight, we actually took off of one of my fields. We opened up the headlands, and I know they're just the headlands, but that farm better really start impressing me. I managed that farm. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it managed. I did the inputs and the soil tests and all that, looking for 200, well above 200 plus yields, and I was running between 160 and 170 on the yield monitor for 5 acres. So like I say, I'm waiting to be impressed. So I don't know. Yeah, it's hectic. Everybody, Ryan and I, we both caught flack last year for being concerned about getting done with harvest last year before Thanksgiving. The reason for that is because, and I imagine, I'm kind of getting the impression, or had the impression, the individuals, chances are it was only 2 or 3 people, if that were giving us flack about it, are probably farther south than us when it comes to getting the crops out of the field. They were saying that there was no need. What was the point of getting excited trying to get the crops out of the field before Thanksgiving? Just wait until Christmas or into December and do it then. Well, I don't know where they're from. It really doesn't matter. But this is Southwest Wisconsin. Granted, it's not Canada. I mean, but to be honest, Canada is like right there. But in my lifetime, I've seen plenty of Thanksgivings. I have seen plenty of Thanksgivings. Hold on, throat's getting dry here. Eating too much dust. Oh. I've seen too many Thanksgivings, or more than enough, I'll say, where we were eating Thanksgiving dinner and we had a white Thanksgiving. I'm not talking a dusting, which is pretty much what we've gotten so far. I'm not talking a couple inches or a few inches. I'm talking we've had feet of snow on Thanksgiving. And to be honest with you, that's ridiculous. That pretty much puts an end to fieldwork. So as far as thinking that we are just blessed with time here going forward, and that we can just, if we're not done by, we'd like to be done by Thanksgiving with everything, not just harvest. We are not guaranteed any time, well, even as far as November goes, even after Halloween, we're not guaranteed anything. And for the amount of snow that we've had this harvest, it is a record for me, for us, for Dad. My friend's grandpa, he's what, in his 60s, 70s? Same thing. He's been farming his whole life. He's never seen a year like this, where we've had this much snow, all even being pushed this late into the year. Haven't seen it before. I mean, it's unheard of. So there's a reason we push to be done by a certain date on the calendar, because it simply just gets to the point where you don't know if you're going to be able to walk out of the house tomorrow and go harvest, or go do tillage, or spread fertilizer, or haul manure. Nothing is a given. So there's a reason why there's that harvest rush, our sense of urgency. But to be quite honest with you guys, I need to quit talking. I need to start running, because the snow is actually starting to pick up again. And as stupid as it might sound or seem to people, I'm going to keep baling until I got everything that's raked up done. And that means I'm probably going to be going for another hour yet, if the snow will hold off. So until next time, thanks for riding along. Take care, take it easy, keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys later.